The sheepshank, strange sounding knot, but basically the sheepshank is used to shorten an oversized or over length piece of rope. In other words, if you don't want to cut your rope and you just want to shorten it, you can use a sheepshank on it. But also the other thing that a sheepshank you can use it for is if, say for example, this piece of rope here is damaged, you can actually shorten that piece of rope so that the strain is actually taken on the other bits of rope, and this damaged piece then isn't taking the strain. The only thing I would say about the sheepshank is that for it to work properly, it needs to be under tension all the time. It's not a knot you would ever use. Well, it has been used in the past, but you would never use it for climbing or anything like that. It's just when it becomes slack, it's so insecure as a knot. So basically, it's just a knot to shorten the length of rope or take out a damaged section for the time being. So if, say for example, like here, we've got a damaged section of rope, what we can do is we can bring up some more cordage from either side, like so. Keep that in the middle, and then once we've got that, what we can do is on, say for example, this side here is form a loop like so. So form a loop in there like that, pass that piece through there and then pull up tight, and then once again on this piece here we form another loop like so and pass our other lead through there, and you can see now that by doing that the damaged piece of rope, which is in this section here, is not taking the strain because the two loops that we've created, these two pieces here, let's just show you that these two pieces here are actually taking all the weight, whereas this one here, the damaged piece, is not taking the weight at all. So that's one way of doing it. And basically, if you can see this, under tension, it's great, it's holding tight. But as soon as we take the tension off and sort of it's allowed to waggle about a bit, it's so easy to come undone. Don't put your life at risk by using this one. Yes, it has been done in the past where people have used a sheepshank. In fact, I'll do that knot in another video. Another way of tying the sheepshank, fairly quick easy way, is by doing what I know as the loop method. And basically what we do is we have our break or our damage, not our break, but our damage in the middle here. So to the left hand side of that, I form a loop like so. So basically the cord is coming underneath itself over, and then we come to our damaged piece. We then have our damaged piece and we form exactly the same loop again like so, and then we form a third loop to the right hand side of that. So we then have three loops, and basically what we're going to do is this left hand loop we're passing underneath and through the hole, and the right hand loop we are going to go over the top of this one here and pass it through that hole there. And basically what we do is just pull it through like so, and now you can see we once again have the sheepshank here, and basically these two strands here are taking the strain, which is on this loop here, which is attached to this one here, and the damaged portion, which is in the middle there, is not taking any strain at all. So basically we've either shortened this rope by that method, or we've taken the strain off the damaged piece for now until we can get a new piece of rope and have it fixed. Okay, so that's another method of tying the sheepshank. Okay, the next one we're going to do is, it's similar to the sheepshank, but it's not the sheepshank. You know, it's just a more secure method of doing it. And basically what we're going to do is have at each end of our cord here, so this is our damaged section of cord, at each end we're going to have a Marlin Spike Hitch. And so basically to create the Marlin Spike Hitch, all I'm going to do is at that point there is form a loop and then form another loop like so. And I'm just going to pull that middle piece through like so. We then take the other side and pass our cord through that loop that we've created there. And just pull that through a bit, and there we have it. So there's our broken piece. Let's just pull that through so it's nice and centered. Oh, okay, there's our broken piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another Marlin Spike Hitch at this side. So basically all I'm doing is I'm going over and then tucking that one under like so, bring it up like so to form a loop, and then tuck this end in through our Marlin Spike Hitch like so, pull it up tight, and you can now see that we've got a much tighter and more secure way of shortening our cord. So here's the broken piece in here. I could have centered it off a bit better. And here's the two cords now that are taking the strain, and it's going through our Marlin Spike hitches at each end like so. Okay, once again, thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please share it, let others see it. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and there'll be more knots on a regular basis.